All right, hello, good morning, good evening, and good night. I hope you guys are doing absolutely fantastic because in today's video, what we're doing is I got a bunch of stocks up that just released their ex-dividends. We're talking about JEPY, we're talking about JEPY, we have CLIP as well, we have QQQy, and we have IWMY. Most of these are going to be Defiance ETFs, and what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to show you what their ex-dividend dates. Their ex-dividend dates are all pretty much today. Today is February 1st. Happy start of February to everyone out there. I'm going to take you through the dividends, and then what I'm going to do is we're going to go through the calculator, and I'm going to do 2,500 shares for each ETF. And then what we're going to do is we're going to see how much money you're going to need invested for 2,500 shares and the dividends that you will receive off of the dividend yield. So if that does sound good, if it does sound interesting, I'm going to take you through these ETFs. We're talking JEPY, JEPY, CLIP, QQQy, and IWMY. I hope you guys do enjoy this video. If you guys do, I'm going to zoom in here. And we are up to currently 4,053 subscribers. So if you guys do enjoy this video, please do remember to subscribe. So without further ado, let's get into it. So first, JEPY, their ex-dividend date was today, February 1st. They released a dividend of 34 cents, and they are currently a $51.33 stock. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take their dividend percent, which is currently at 7.97%. We're going to go first. Yes, we have 2,500 shares, and I want to multiply it by the share price. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I want to show you guys the difference that the dividend yield makes, of course. But obviously there's other things that play into it, but I just want to do this fun little video for you guys. So with 2,500 shares, you're looking at about $128,325. Now that is obviously quite a bit. We're going to multiply this by the current dividend yield of 7.97%. So we go 0.0797, and this is going to give us our annual dividend. So with $128,000 invested, we're going to receive $10,000 and $200, give or take, annually, which equates to about $852 monthly. So JEPY, if you were to have 2,500 shares, you'd be earning roughly about $850 every single month. Now, jumping to our next stock, we have JEPY, which is the S&P 500 Enhanced Option ETF. And one thing that I really like about the Defiance ETFs is they track major indexes like the Nasdaq 100, the S&P 500, and then you also have the Russell 2000, which I think are a lot less volatile than individual stocks. So getting into JEPY, we have a 30% dividend, and let's see what that dividend distribution was for today. So February 1st was their ex-dividend date, and we can see here they paid out 58 cents, which for a $17 stock is still a really amazing dividend. We're talking 37%, as we've seen before. So now, keeping in mind that JEPY was about $850 every single month from 2,500 shares, what we're going to do is we're going to take JEPY's share price, multiply it by the amount of shares. So we got 17.66, and we're going to multiply that by the dividend, which was roughly about 37.85%, as you can see right there, 37.85. Beautiful. So this is going to give us our yearly income off of 2,500 shares, which only costs us about $44,000. Now what I'm going to do is divide that by 12, and you can see now we're up to almost $1,400 in monthly income from obviously a higher dividend yielding stock. And the reason why I put the stocks in this order is because each of them going up has higher dividends. So CLIP has a higher dividend coming in at, what was it, 47%. Now CLIP's dividend, we were pretty close to the estimate actually. I thought it would be closer to about $52, $53, but CLIP's dividend went ex-dividend on the 29th, so a few days ago, but it reported a dividend of 57 cents. Now, taking our 2,500 shares, to do this super quick, multiplying it by CLIP's current share price, which is $14.52, 14.52. Oops. 14.52. Yes, we did it here. Perfect. We're at $36,000. So with a $36,000 investment multiplied by the current dividend rate of about 47% or so. What are we at right here? Let's go up and check this. We're at 47, yeah, 47.01. We'll do 01 to be exact. Beautiful. So now we're up to $17,000 annually divided by 12. And you can see here with a 47% dividend, we're just crossing over that $1,400 mark at $1,422. You can see a little bit more than JEPY with a 10% boost in that dividend. So now we're going on to our next, which is QQQy. And by the way, guys, if you want me to do a full deep dive into each and every one of these Defiance ETFs, going through their underlying assets, which are the indexes, I would totally do that. I find these ones very interesting. I think they're a lot less volatile than the Yieldmax ones and potentially could offer much better returns. So getting into this, QQQy with a current dividend yield of about 56%. Let's check what they paid out as their most recent dividend. You can see here, February 1st, 85 cents. 85 cents is a great dividend for QQQy. This is actually one of the stocks that I do hold. And so I love to see that they did produce a dividend increase here. Now, going off their current stock price, $17.04. We're going to go 17.04. And let's see what we get here. So off of 2,500 shares, we're at $42,600, and we are going to multiply that by the current dividend yield, which is coming in higher than any of the others we reviewed so far. We're at 56.49, so 0.5649, and that is going to give us $24,000 in annual income. What a significant jump there. And when we divide this by 12, we're looking at over $2,000 in monthly income, $2,005. Obviously, by the boosted dividend yield here, which came in at 57%. So we really had a bunch of dividend yields here. 37%, we had 47%, and now we had roughly about 57% or so. But we're taking a huge jump here with IWMY, which came in at 78%, almost 79%. So let's see exactly what that dividend distribution was. And also, let's see how much we'll make off of 2,500 shares. So February 1st, we seen a dividend, the highest dividend from IWMY, which came in at $1.29. That is a huge dividend. And taking our 2,500 shares, what I'm going to do here, multiply it by the share price, which is $18.13, $18.13. That is going to give us a total investment of roughly about $45,000 or so. We're going to multiply that by the dividend return, which is 85, 85, and that gives us a $35,000 annual dividend divided by 12. And you can see here, obviously with the boosted yields, we have much greater dividends. We're looking at almost $3,000 in monthly dividend income from 2,500 shares. For QQQy, we were looking at roughly about $2,000 clip. We were looking at roughly about $1,422. JEPY was about $1,400, and then obviously we went down to JEPQ, which was about $800. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I just did that to compare their dividends and obviously show you guys the amount of shares. And with relatively lower, obviously, investments, you can get higher dividend returns, but you have to be very careful what you invest in because you want to make sure those dividend returns, this 56% outweighs the downside losses of the stock. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please do remember to subscribe to 4,053 subscribers. Just wanted to make this short video for you guys. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you guys in the next video.